Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. I am Lady Smitan, and today's video is a room build of sorts. A couple of months ago, Simproved reached 10,000 subscribers on her channel. She's probably nearer 20 by now. But for that, she decided she wanted to do a super collaboration where she built, as you can see on the screen, a very amazing and very detailed eco-complex. And what she wanted her subscribers to do was to build and make the apartments, which had to be an 8x8 room, and in that 8x8 room you had to have the bedroom, the bathroom, the kitchen, the living room, study, whatever else you wanted to fit in there had to fit in that 8x8 room, which made it a bit difficult and a bit more complicated because you had to make separations from the room because you didn't want everyone to see into your bedroom whilst they were living in your living room or in your kitchen. And even though this well, it wasn't really a challenge, it was a collaboration, as I said, even though that ended a couple of months ago, I really loved the idea, so I wanted to have a go anyway. I quite like the idea of the challenge of the 8x8 and making a full functioning apartment. And I messaged Simproved saying that I was gonna do this and that I wanted to do the challenge anyway, even though I'd missed out on the actual collaboration, which I'm quite sad about. It would have been quite cool if I'd been a builder back then and known about it and sort of could have contributed. And there was a lot of amazing people that contributed. She did a showcase video of a lot of people's builds, which you should check out as well. I'll leave a link to her eco-complex build, her channel, and to the showcase in the description down below, so make sure you check them out because they are amazing, and Simproved is just a really amazing builder and a really nice person so far from what I know on Twitter. She's been really nice to me. So anyway, I suppose I should get into the build now. This first part of the video is just me struggling trying to find the eco-complex. There is a hashtag which I will also leave down below where you can see everyone's builds and find the apartment room that like template room that's Simproved built for everyone to use, and I couldn't place it, and I was like, why couldn't I get the windows to work, what's going on? And then I realized my wall height was wrong, so it needs to be the middle like wall height out of the three for the room to load with the windows, just so you know. And I was just figuring out my layout, and a handy trick that I learned from Ivy Plays, I think it is, she's in the showcase so you'll see her video if you watch them, is that when you build a part of a wall and you use the arrows to drag it out to attach it to other walls, it doesn't class as a room. So you can do that when you're doing this sort of room, like a room apartment build where you've got to have multiple rooms within the apartment that has to be uploaded as a room on its own. That probably is really difficult to understand. I know what I mean. You might figure it out. Sorry guys. And if you hear any strange squeaking in my room, it's because my kittens just come in. Hello. Nope. Okay. Anyway, back to the room. I wanted to have this little entry closet way because I was thinking if you live in an eco apartment or like an eco complex, then it's sort of it's all about nature and about like everyone's living in smaller spaces because it's more eco-friendly to live that way. We don't take as much space up. And in those sorts of situations, you still want to have things, like you're not going to completely just get rid of everything you own. So I thought I'd give them lots of storage space, and they could have like lots of shelving around or lots of cupboards like up on the walls and use the walls to their full capacity. So you'll notice that a lot in the build, and lots of shelving units. And the living room is technically very small and compact when I finish it, because right now I'm just figuring out couches and tables and stuff. But I put in these lights as sort of a divider from the hallway because I thought they looked quite cool, and added light, so that was handy. And then I also put a divider behind the television to, like, originally I built the wall, but then eventually I find you'll see it in a second, I don't actually know what it is, I just found it in the buy mode and I was like, oh, that looks cool, it comes with spa day stuff, there we go. And I quite liked that, I thought it looked quite nice, and the wood sort of like quite eco-friendly, could be bamboo, which is quite cool, very durable. I really like bamboo as a material in building. And then the bookcase here, so everything seems a little bit sort of like maybe smaller and cut off, but I just wanted to have all the things that you needed, so like bookcases for like skill building, and the kitchen, I wanted to have quite large kitchen still because I didn't really have like completely tiny spaces. And the bedroom has it's got a lot of storage in as well. Kind of went a bit crazy maybe on the storage, But I felt if you lived in an eco complex and you're all about the environment and you had such an amazing eco complex as Simproved built to live in, so all of the top floor of the eco complex is like an amazing giant park with a bar and a play area and also and like a meditation area and all sorts. It's just like amazing. So you probably wouldn't spend that much time sitting in your living room watching television on your own when you could be upstairs being social and like enjoying that amazing roof garden. It's like really cool. A lot of the build, I wanted it to look like reclaimed wood or reused furniture, so someone who like really is conscious of their impact on the environment, so they wouldn't want to get loads of like brand new things. They'd sort of reclaim things and build things or just get eco-friendly construction like materials, that sort of thing. So I was going sort of for that. So a lot of wood and a bit of metal because I quite like the industrial look. I thought that'd be quite cool. So it could be like reclaimed metal. I don't know. And this colour scheme is sort of like the beigey wood tones with greens in most of the rooms. The bedroom is orange and blue because I see it tends to go to that. That seems to be like my default bedroom decoration if I can't figure out what I'm doing. But the rest of the house is greens and blues. I'm sorry, not greens and blues, greens and oranges and browns. Because I thought it looked quite like nice and eco and just a little bit like industrial as well, which I thought was quite nice. Because when I was looking at other people's builds in the showcase, a lot of people did very white builds because it's meant to be like a futuristic idea. So the futuristic idea of the eco complex and everyone living together in smaller spaces. So everyone for a futuristic idea of interior design as well, which meant lots of white and black and very modern. And I didn't want to do that. I wanted to sort of what I'd decorate maybe if I lived in an eco complex. It'd be quite colourful still, but very naturey and environmentally friendly still. As you can see, the orange and blue bedroom, which I really like. I don't know if it's to everyone's taste, but I really like it, and I liked the combination of the orange wallpaper with the blue carpet from Dinette Stuff. I quite like that print carpet. I've used it recently in another build, and I changed my idea about the bathroom because I was thinking I did want a bath and a shower if I could fit it in because that would be quite good, but then I was also thinking about it and it's more eco-friendly to shower because you use less water and unless you wanted to recycle water, but I don't think that's great for bathing in personally. So I went with the shower in the end because it also fitted with these half walls that I've used to, it's the tallest half wall, but I've used it to separate all the things from each other. So if you had two Sims living there, one of them could still use the shower whilst one of them went to the toilet, and they wouldn't freak out about it because they could see each other because the walls sort of separate them into sort of mini rooms. And I wanted to fit in some clothes storage, but that sort of didn't work, and I found that they matched the wall and I was like, oh my god, they're amazing. So I used those cabinets from Spa Stuff to go over the bed as some extra bed storage because you know you need to put your clothes somewhere. And I think in the bedroom I do change the dresser to a different one, and then I put like items on top of it again because you're to utilize as much space as you can when you live in this sort of place. I got rid of that bit of wall, I think, yeah, to make sort of a bit more open in the end, even though I originally just told you about the trick to build with the wall and I tried it, but I thought no, in the end I wanted to have sort of just like the walk through space and to put the columns in because I thought you can't just have one column because it doesn't look right, so I always put the two together so it sort of does the whole like it would be the load bearing columns to take over where the load bearing wall should have been. And I was just putting in some nice candles and nice lighting everywhere. I really like those strip lights from Spa Stuff. They're really awesome. They like add as decoration as well as light, so that's quite cool. Putting in lots of books and lots of little picture frames and just little like oh, I can never think of the word when I want to say it. Oh, does anyone else have that problem or is it just me? Knickknacks, that's what I'm trying to say. So just putting in like all the little knickknacks of things that I thought would look nice in the bedroom. The wipes next to the bed for Simproved. Also in the matching blue with the bed covers, so I thought that was quite cool. And then putting in a little study desk area for whoever would live here. It's sort of, I don't know how some of the scheme is. I sort of just like putting in things that I quite liked the look of, and again keeping with the green, so I put that poster in, and sort of modern-y style I suppose, but not ultra modern, so it's futuristic modern. I just wanted it to look like some of the furniture looks old and reclaimed, and then some of it looks a little bit more modern, or they've sort of like done it up so it's got more of a modern feel to it. And the glass desk, because I didn't want it to be like a completely dark closed off corner where you do your like work. It's sort of like the glass will help create a bit more of a lighter open feel against the glass windows as well. Just adding in all the little trinkets and pictures and things, which takes me a while because I never really know. I don't want to put in items that don't make sense. So I'm always like searching through to try and find items that I feel like, yeah, I'd have that on my desk or I'd have that by my bed, rather than just like the smallest clutter items, because some people I've seen do that. They just put like clutter items that don't even know they don't make sense just anywhere because they want to fill up the space, which if that's how you like it, then that's fine. That's your way of building. Just I've got that weird thing about a bit of realism. I don't know what it is, because I mean The Sims isn't real. But I like to have my weird realism in my builds. So sorry. And I was changing things to green to go a bit more with the theme here, because I didn't want to have completely like beige living room space. I'm putting in lots of books because I felt maybe instead of always watching television, they'd maybe a bit more into their reading and stuff, and they just sort of have the television for when people come round to entertain them, maybe like watch a film together or something. I'm not sure, because a lot of people I feel don't nowadays have televisions. I feel like more people are watching YouTube, or they're out doing things and meeting people rather than just like sitting in front of the television, even though I grew up sort of in the era of television and it often was the best way to entertain your kids, to just plop them down in front of a TV for a couple of hours when you couldn't be bothered with them. But I guess that's not the way anymore. Putting in lots and lots of plants because I wanted it to be like, they've brought the outside in because it's very naturey and they're very like healthy and they want to keep greenery going, all that sort of stuff, and filling in the shelves with all the little trinkets from the dine out pack and cool kitchen stuff. There's lots of cool things in there, and that cereal box in the tins I like to put on top of the fridge. That's actually from Outdoor Retreat, but I think it looks quite cool because we used to store all of our cereal on top of the fridge. And I really love the little tea packet like stand that you got from Get Together. I really, really love that. I think that's so cute, so I put that in most of my kitchens. And the orange shelf with some more like cooking things on, but I changed it to silver. I guess the orange just looked a bit strange. And I love those little um, shelves with the cafetiere and the little kettles in. I was trying to fit them in somewhere. I don't know if I keep them or if I only keep one of them. I couldn't really get it to like look right. I might keep them both, but I wasn't sure. Just putting everything on the shelf, making it look a little bit tidier because I didn't want too much clutter. Also, I didn't know, since there's not many counter space, I didn't know how well Sims would be able to use it if I had too much clutter items on there, and I want this place to still be functional even if it is a bit more cluttered and maybe cramped looking. I wanted everything to work still. And I did playtest it, it does work, everything seems to function fine from when I playtested it. If there is any issues, I'm sorry I didn't catch them. And those counters, I used the wooden ones because I wanted them to look like the reclaimed wood, or maybe she'd like got them from IKEA and made them himself. But I also liked that the corner pieces, if you go into the extra counter pieces and you can pick all the different shapes and stuff, I liked that the two end corner pieces, like the smaller ones, had lots of jars and tins and stuff in them, so it looked like little extra storage space, and she had lots of little items stored there. And yes, we did get rid of my favourite little shelves. That's a shame. But I do like the veggie board from Dine Out. I thought that looked quite, someone who'd be into their vegetables, eco-friendly, maybe into healthier eating and growing and stuff. And my two favourite pictures from oh my god, why do I keep losing my train of thought? This is so irritating. My favourite two sets of pictures from movie hangout stuff, and I'm just trying to get the shower to work. There's a glitch happening when I put the shower there, that it was just flashing and being strange, so I changed it, and I actually changed it to a green one, so I suppose that fits in a bit better. And I was deciding on the mat to put in there because I do use that slab one a lot. That came and Get Together, but I feel like it's sort of the most easy to use, like it just fits in everywhere. You don't really have to worry about the pattern not matching or the colours not matching, it just sort of blends in. And let's face it, I doubt many people spend hours and hours picking out a bath mat. I know I wouldn't, because it's mostly just going to be there to collect water. and just adding in all the extra stuff in the bathroom. I feel like those items that I should have put in and I just didn't, and I kind of regret it now, but that's a shame, I suppose. There's the decorations where it's like a medicine cabinet. I should have put one of them in because that would have made more sense, and I had the whole storage theme going on, so that would have worked quite well. But I forgot, so that's that. But feel free to add in or change whatever you like if you decide to download this apartment. Though I suppose you probably wouldn't download the apartment unless you were downloading the Ego Complex. um, and here I'm adding in the curtains for movie hangout stuff. I thought the way they're hung over those poles, it actually looks like they would be long enough to reach the floor when you like tuck them down and like drew them. So they worked quite well. Though I was getting again the window glitches. I always seem to get that window glitch. Apparently they fixed it recently in an update. I'll have to test it out. I don't think I end up putting any in the kitchen because they were cutting into all my items on the shelves and I didn't like that. So I just thought, well, they don't need them. So I didn't have them there. And I did put the bamboo ones because again I thought the eco-friendly bamboo on the front of the house windows so you could have a bit more privacy if you wanted to. And now we're on to screenshots. So thank you very much for watching this, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's on my gallery if you're interested in downloading it, which I have recently changed to Lady Smitan to match all my other things to make it a bit more easy and less complicated. And please make sure you go check out Simproved's channel and all of her builds. They are amazing and she's really inspirational to me. So anyway, if you like this video, please leave a like or a comment or subscribe if you want to see more of them in the future. And I hope you guys have a great day. Okay, thank you. Bye!